Welcome back to Amethyst. I completed my rebuild of this area over here, and I'll show it to you. I picked a pathing that had some boulders in it, and for a few of the corners I put in this nice flower pattern. I really like that. And then I moved Diana's house back up where it was, but now she's on the second story. She's home, which makes decorating at night a little easier. And I decided to add these bamboo trees. I started with just some regular hardwood, and they just seemed to take up a lot of space, so I switched it out. I did some searching for custom patterns with purple in it, and I found this really neat flower path, but I didn't have enough slots in my custom designs to use the whole thing. So I picked out a couple that I thought I would be able to put together into something, and let's go. Let's put that design out in front of Diana's house. I did experiment with a couple of pathings before I moved Diana's house, and I did really like this one. I thought it looked pretty good. You can also see some of that cobblestone path that I put around the edges of the cliff. So I continued that all the way around, and it goes behind Diana's house on the lower level there. Accidentally put in some railroad ties there. Although the thought did occur to me at one point that I should join this area with the area that has the train and just have one really big train going around my entrance. Heck, maybe someday I'll do it, but for now I decided that I'll just keep the train in that little tiny area over there, and I'll go more with the design idea. So I'm doing this with only a couple of tiles out of the pattern. So these walkway patterns, they give you a lot of different tiles to choose from. There's usually 9 tiles, and I only had room for I think 4 or 5, but since there's a lot of green space in between, I thought it would work pretty well. You can kind of tell that it's not quite working, but I thought it worked pretty well. I kind of struggled with this side over here because the bamboo was in the way, and I just couldn't really see what I was doing. So you'll see me tilt up and down the line. I also wanted it to go kind of to the left of the house a little bit, but I just couldn't get it to work. I tried a couple different ways, and it just didn't work out, so I ended up cutting it back. I really like decorating my island at night because I save my dream island at night. I like having all of the different lights around like Amethyst Canyon, and so I designed my entire island around the fact that I save my dream island at night. So that's why you can see those hyacinth flowers down there. You can see the glowing moss on my cliffs over there. I have a lot of garden lanterns over by Amethyst Canyon. I've utilized the floor lights a few times. I'm always using lights. I have never used the street light though. You know, they give you a couple of street lights around the town square, as I call it. But I don't think I've ever bought additional ones. I've never tried that. I've seen some islands where streets are lined with lights. I've just never had the desire to do that. I think it's because, to me, it kind of takes away that feeling of a tropical island. You know? Like, why do I need street lights on a tropical island? Here I am, I realized it wasn't going to work, and I just cut it back to this point. Yeah, it looks like I was limited to 5 squares, and then after I did this, I realized, oops, I had a pattern in there I didn't think I was using anymore, so I replaced 2 of the tiles, and it ended up being a pattern that I was using for the walkway at Tangy's house. So I had to change the walkway at Tangy's house. But it looks okay. I just continued that brick path that I have behind me there. I just had that going a little further back onto her plot. I kind of thought for this area that it would be really neat to kind of start with this purple pattern and go into a dirt pattern. And so that's why I'm kind of going to the tree and stopping, because my intent was over towards the waterfall area to use more of a dirt path. And the dirt path I chose is the same one I used around Amethyst Canyon. And unfortunately I don't have the code for you on that one. It's been so long since I've had it. But there are so many dirt paths out there that, you know, if you don't find it, you'll find another one just as good. If you've never used the 9-tile dirt system here, I'm pretty sure just about everybody that's played longer than about 6 months has probably found these 9-tile systems, but whenever you get bored of them, you can just replace the 9 tiles in your palette screen, like right there, your custom design screen. Just replace those 9 tiles with something else, and it'll change wherever you put that pattern. And I do that frequently around Amethyst Canyon. I have a dirt path, and I'll change it out in like the fall. You know, it'll have fall leaves in it. In the winter, it's more of a wintry path. But it's the exact same 9 tiles that I just use over and over again. I just replace it with something else. This I started thinking, you know, I think I could take it 1 tile further. Let me try that out. Nope, that didn't quite work. But there's another option. That's fantastic. That worked. When I do fairly large areas, I'm pretty good with knowing where all the different tiles are going to go. And I don't have to keep changing like I'm here, but this much smaller area, I didn't really plan it out in advance, and so I have to basically think out every tile that I'm placing down. And there we go. It looks pretty good. Plant some flowers. I decided to go with all purple flowers here. I started with a mixture of blue and purple, but since Diana's kind of a light shade of purple, I thought that would look much better. And I had these paper lanterns out of her old house, or her old house location. They were more towards the side of the house instead of in front of it. And then I purchased a few things. I went over to Happy Home Paradise to see what was in the catalog that may look good here. This is the first one. Purchased an evergreen ash. Pretty good. And then I also bought this Moroccan sofa and end table at Happy Home Paradise. Unfortunately, because it's night, it doesn't show up too well. I have to see what it looks like during the day. It's very dark. And then I just happened to get this coffee cup on my way down here. So I thought that would be a nice addition for that table. I think I got it out of a balloon. I'm still not quite sure about this well. Maybe you can put your opinion in about whether you think it fits the design or not. And then I also bought this bike. Although she'd have to carry it up the steps. I'm not quite sure if she'd want to do that, but it's pretty good there. Boy, I'm envious. This looks really good. But I had another idea too. Maybe you can help me decide. Because I was also thinking, instead of the couch and the table, maybe I'd use the pergola instead. So let me show you that one. And then you can put in the comments whether you like the couch and the table as a combination, or if you think I should use the pergola instead. The thing I don't like about the pergola is you can't put anything under it. It'd be really nice if you could put a chair under there, but to me it just seems like kind of a waste of space because you can't put anything under it. It's just sitting there. So I'll probably go with the couch and the table, but I am interested in your opinion. You can tell me what you think looks better. And that is it for the redesign of Diana's area. In the next video I put out will be Apollo's house. I'm going to do the same type of thing over there. So see you next time.